Good morning, traders. Today is on 14th of October. Let's begin by checking the economic calendar today so that you can be able to know what to expect. So today, 7:20 p.m., we shall be having the Fed Chair Powell speaking. So in terms of the news, these are fundamentals, the ones that are listed on the timeline. The exact time and date when he will be doing that event, those are fundamentals. But for the news, Fed Powell speech, what to expect on 10th, for okay, 14th of October 2025. All eyes turn to Fed Powell speech on Tuesday, 14th October 2025 at 7:20 UK. Into bracket 12. 20, that is the New York time, with markets finally balanced between the sticky inflation risk and cooling growth post Powell's tone and guidance in the path of policy will matter at least as much as the words themselves. In this note, we look to frame what to reason for or his assessment of recent. So mostly as traders, we should be very keen because this data is usually very, very strong for him. The data that he will, or the speech that he will be giving, this is a speech that usually makes the move to go in a certain direction with very huge moves and very volatile. So then we shall be having the GBP, that is for BOE, and Governor Bailey speaks, that is Bank of England. So he will be speaking at that moment. Remember, we are still at shutdown. So we don't have much today except those two events that will take place, one at 7:20, the other one at 8 p.m. So let's begin by looking at gold. Gold today we are seeing some selling pressure in the market, and it is a good still it's a good opportunity for us to be able to align ourselves further with this or the how the day wants to be like. In the daily time frame, we are seeing selling pressure in the market. Buyers or sellers have overcome the buyers, so we might see a retracement, maybe. So we might see a retracement to this zone. Then we see a push on the upside, or if it does not respect that structure, it might even come to this order block, or it touches this zone, then it reverses, or it comes to the order block. We have variety of choices. So as a trader, is your work to align yourself with what the market is telling you. But at the moment, market has swept out the liquidities at this point. Remember, this is 4 hours time frame. So when we go to the 1 hour time frame, we can be able to see a different structure. So at this point, it was there is a good point that you can look for some buying opportunity. There was some slip of liquidities at this point. So if the market fails to, because the market broke on the above yesterday, broke, but never retested. So if it retest on this point, it's a good move. So, but there is a way that I majorly align myself, marking the Asian high. For the people that use the that are following up my daily analysis, they can be able to testify that this is a good move. But for today, it has reacted. It has reacted on both direction, like the way it reacted here on Friday. So it broke above, but still it it broke on the downside. So for today, for me, I'm waiting for this market. I'm not waiting for it to reach here, but if it comes, well and good, because nothing is impossible with gold. So for me, I might wait to see something like this. I'm waiting to see something like that. So for me, I'm just waiting to see the structure it is going to be formed at this point, so that I can be able to know what to do. I have just marked my Asian high and Asian low for today. And still it can come and retest for the Asian high for yesterday. But for the yesterday, Asian high was retested. So for yesterday, it has no balance. But for today, we might see maybe a push on the downside. We might be bearish, because most of the cases are when it breaks on the downside, most of the time it goes very huge pips, and sometimes it goes on both direction. And every break, it usually gives you a good opportunity, because after the breakout, the pips, the market has been able to learn how many over 200 pips. So it was even on the upside, it went over 100 pips. So every time you just needed to be able to align yourself with the message the market is giving you. On the 1 hour is very bearish. So on the 30 minutes, still bearish with a strong momentum. But we are waiting to see how the market is going to give us the direction. When it reverses, we shall know, like the way we knew it is going to reverse due to this huge move. It's a very strong move with a very high momentum. So at the end of the day, the market might continue reversing maybe to this point. That's maybe when you might see a reverse on the upside. But still, we just interpret whatever the market gives us. So this is all about how the gold market is doing today. So we might expect it to come maybe to the zone, then we see a push on the upside. Remember, a pullback is a good opportunity for you to press a buy opportunity, and filter the fake outs, and filter and take only the high probability setups, because you want to minimize the risk. So if it fails to that point, we might see a pull on this part if it breaks below this. So as per now, there is just a liquidity sweep. So we are just waiting to see what is going to take place today, or how we might align ourselves. Remember, this is our trend line, the one that has been keeping the market on the upside. So let's check the DXY. So this is the euro. I'm very bullish for it today. If it will not break this Asian low. So for me, I'm waiting for it to come to this zone, so that I can be able to buy. There was an order block, and there was a fair value gap at that point. So, but whenever it has been retested, I'm just waiting to see a confirmation, because you can enter as long as the market is within this zone. You can still enter your order, but patience space, wait and see what is going to be given by the market out. So I'm just waiting, and I'm just going to interpret what the market is going to give me. It's a good opportunity at this point. You can be able to see a good buy opportunity. So just wait and see. So because I have just marked the same thing, Asian high and Asian low, so that I can be able to know which is the direction of the market. Like yesterday, you can be able to testify that this was the Asian low. The market broke on the downside, and you can be able to see there was some huge moves. So same case to Friday. you can be able to see that the market broke on the upside but retested, then the huge move was on the upside. So your work is just to interpret the structure and monitor how it is going. But sometimes if there is low liquidity, most of the cases the market does not go to that direction. But for me, it must touch, because this is just a fake move on the upside, but it must touch this order block for me to be able to look for buying opportunities. So, but it has already touched my fair value gap. It has already touched my fair value gap. For me, I'm waiting for it to touch the order block so that I can be able to check for buying opportunities at that point. So for me, I will wait until it dives deeper in the order block, and I wait for the sweep of liquidity. Then after sweep of liquidity, that is the time I can be checking for buying opportunities. So that is the euro. So then we can check for the dollar basket. So for the dollar basket, it's very bullish, very bullish. So as yesterday, the way we were planning, or the way we were running ourselves for it, the way it took one of the directions. So it broke on the Asian high, it went on the upside. So as we had drawn, we might see we saw this push on the upside, and we saw this. So during the we just extend this. We continue marking our Asian high. This is the Asian low. That is the Asian high. We have been able to mark it. Let me change these settings to something different. I want it to be placed on top. Then the font is too huge, to 10, then unbold. It's a good one. So for today, we are bullish on the DXY, but is depending on the information that is going to give us, because when you study the candlestick as a story, you are going to be able to get the information that it will give you. So right now, very bullish on the DXY. You can be able even to see the momentum in the market. So as per now, we might see it coming to this point. We might see it coming to this point, then we see a push on the downside, or it can even continue to that direction. But remember, when it is going on the upside, gold is going on the downside, because that is true. You can see. So most of the time when the DXY is heading on the upside, the gold is going on the downside. When gold is going on the upside, the other information goes through. So these are the key zones that you should look at. So a good zone, it's this one. it's a good to wait, and if it is going to be broken, or if the market is going to break. If the market breaks this OB, so we are going to see a different information. This is a good zone to check out because most at high chances usually goes on the downside, depending on how we have been monitoring the market. This is a break of market structure. So this is the BOS. So at the moment we might see the BOS. So right now we just wait and see how the market is going to interpret the information to us. So for me, I'm waiting for something like this push on the downside. So that's what I'm waiting to see. So, and it has already touched the order block. So for now is to wait and see how it is going to tell us. So then from there, we can be able to know how to align ourselves further. So at this point, we have an FVG at this zone. An FVG formed at key zone is a good one. So, but if the market comes and passes it, that is no longer a fair value gap, it is an inverted fair value gap, and they have a difference. So that's all what I can tell you. At this point, there was a fair value gap, and you can be able to see it has already been filled by the market coming again to that point to fill it. So it was a good session. So I just want to wish you the best for the day, and thank you. Don't leave the video without a like and also a comment. Thank you.